We will continue with episode 44 on the great whore Babylon. She was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and was adorned with gold and precious stones and pearls, and had in her hand a golden cup that was full of disgusting things, and the unclean things of her fornication. And upon her forehead was written a name, a mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, and the disgusting things of the earth. The Muslims, for all of my life, I don't know, probably before that, have been calling America the Great Satan. And when I was growing up, America was the savior of the world. We stopped World War I, we stopped World War II, we stopped horrible genocides by Japan and Germany, and brought peace to the world. So I thought we were good. And from my perspective, uneducated perspective, just and I think we were, but we have been taken over. And now this new regime has flipped America almost 180 degrees, changing all of our, breaking down our statutes, changing our laws, trying to eradicate the Constitution, chipping away at it. And this leads me to believe it is that America is becoming the great whore Babylon. I've just discovered this, so I could be wrong, but when I heard this guy say it made a lot of sense. It all fits together of my studying all these years. Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, and the disgusting things of the earth. And I saw that the woman was drunk with the blood of the holy ones, and with the blood of the witnesses of Jesus. So, this, I believe, is after the rapture. I hope that I won't be here for this. But there will be a lot of people coming to become Christians when they start also putting things together and seeing how what Christians have been saying is coming true. It's slow, and you can't really, it's hard to put your finger on stuff, but when you look at something over 20, 30 years, 40 years, you see that they're flipping America upside down and turning this into doing a lot of evil things. So after the rapture, the Christians that are converted, they won't take that. They might not take the sign of the beast on their hand or their forehead, and they won't be able to buy food. But also, they will be persecuted, apparently, and murdered in large numbers. Christians that are converted after the rapture are going to be given, can be considered martyrs. They will be given special privileges in heaven. It says there's a great multitude of them in front of God wearing white robes, and they will rule with Jesus during the millennium on the new earth for their standing strong and being martyrs. On catching sight of her, I wondered with great wonder. And so the angel said to me, "Why is it you wonder? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and the wild beast that is carrying her, and that has the 7 heads and the 10 horns. The wild beast that you saw was, but is not, and yet is about to ascend out of the abyss. and it is to go off into destruction. When they see how the wild beast was, but is not, and yet will be present, those who dwell on the earth will wonder admiringly. But their names have not been written upon the scroll of life from the founding of the world. Here is where the intelligence that has wisdom comes in. The 7 heads, meaning 7 mountains. Oh! This is why Rome is surrounded by 7 mountains. So when I was younger, they taught that the great whore Babylon was centered in Rome because of these 7 mountains. Okay, the 7 heads means 7 mountains, where the woman sits on top, and there are 7 kings. 5 have fallen, 1 is, and the other has not yet arrived. But when he does arrive, he must remain a short while, and the wild beast that was, but is not yet, it is also itself an 8th king, but springs from the 7, and it goes off into destruction. And the 10 horns that you saw mean 10 kings who have not yet received a kingdom, but they do receive authority as kings 1 hour with the wild beast. These have one thought, and so they give their power and authority to the wild beast. These will battle with the Lamb, but because he is Lord of lords and King of kings, the Lamb will conquer them. Also those called and chosen and faithful with him will do so. And he says to me, the waters that you saw where the harlot is sitting mean peoples and crowds and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns that you saw and the wild beast, these will hate the harlot and will make her devastated and naked, and eat up her fleshy parts, and will completely burn her with fire. For God put it into their hearts to carry out his thought, even to carry out their one thought, by giving their kingdom to the wild beast, until the words of God will have been accomplished. And the woman whom you saw means the great city that was has a kingdom over the kings of the earth. Revelations 18. After these things I saw another angel descending from heaven with great authority, and the earth was lighted up from his glory. And he cried out with a strong voice, She has fallen, Babylon the Great has fallen, and she has become a dwelling place of demons, and a lurking place of every unclean exaltation, and a lurking place of every unclean and hated bird. For because of the wine of the anger of her fornication, all the nations have fallen victim, and the kings of the earth committed fornication with her, and the traveling merchants of the earth became rich due to the power of her shameless luxury. And I heard another voice out of heaven say, Get out of her, my people, if you do not want to share with her in her sins, and if you do not want to receive part of her plagues. For her sins have massed together clear up to heaven, and God has called her acts of injustice to mind. Render to her even as she herself rendered, and do her twice as much. Yes, twice the number of the things she did. Because of that part of Revelations 18, where it says all the countries committed fornication with her, and all the countries were drunk on her. I'm paraphrasing, her wealth, and doing what she said. That's why I don't think it is Rome. I think it's America. Rome is not a leader, not yet. Maybe this is in the future. Rome will be like the head of the European Union, which becomes the World Union. Who knows? But right now, America is the world financial leader. 2022, the whole world is in a recession because of 2021. The so-called pandemic of COVID. And I think that was all. I think COVID was released purposely just to get Trump out of office, because he was making America stronger and making great financial leaps, America richer. And it didn't jive with the new world order that these people have in mind of creating. Well, I think I'm going to study this some more. I'm sorry I have to go off the top of my head, but I'm very busy. I'm going to study this a little bit more and continue on this next week. God bless you. Thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. Please donate to Ozark Hunger Relief at ozarkhunger@gmail.com. I really appreciate it. You can email me and I'll send you contact information. Thank you very much. God bless you.